This is a report on the future of work in philanthropy and nonprofits by Dave Tinker. Philanthropy, as defined by Peyton, is voluntary action for the public good. It's not a new concept. Throughout all of recorded history, there have been people helping each other in formal and informal ways, and it's going to continue to occur throughout the future of the world. There is so much information, and nonprofit workers have so little time sometimes. It feels like working in a nonprofit can really be like running a marathon without a finish line in sight. However, because there's so much more information and so many new things occurring on the horizon, keeping up with everything while maintaining control is going to be vital to the future worker. The world is flat, definitely. Friedman discussed this in his book, and it's also true in the nonprofit world. Nonprofits are not uniquely American. Many foreign countries are now using more formalized educational settings and methodologies based on best practices so that the workers can do the best work possible. There are many, many people throughout the world who are capable of doing this work in nonprofits. There's information that can be outsourced now, and resources can be outsourced, and there's plenty of people waiting to do those jobs outside of our region. And this includes whether it's mobilizing volunteers abroad or working with consultants abroad to be able to do one work. Now, Peg talked about using the right brain in the future for the future worker, and nonprofits have a long history of using empathy and sympathy, which are symptomatic of the right brain, to succeed. And so fundraising in nonprofits has always been heavy on it, and without it you can't be successful, so there will be success. Brainstorming with others, sharing ideas, thoughts, and concerns are going to be vital to a future worker. Figuring out how others think, how they work, what their future needs might be, what the needs of the customers might be, are all going to be necessary to get people to work with you towards a common goal. And that's going to be key for a future employee. Now, in nonprofits, we talked about empathy. Empathy is huge in our history because people have created charities and have been moved to action because of empathy, because they feel for others. They will continue to do so in the future, and we will need to be able to help as needed and be prepared to help as needed, and to do so will enable us to do better. By being able to bridge information in the future, that'll be a great skill set to have. Bridging different ideas, bridging the volunteers and co-workers and for-profit people, being able to raise funds, bringing people together through a bridge will be germane to the nonprofit profession in the future. Now, collaboration in fundraising, specifically getting to the ask and getting the handshake thing, yes, I'll make a donation, is the ultimate goal. It takes time, concentrated effort, and making sure it's a good match for them, for both the charity and the donor. And being able to do this in a concentrated effort is going to be key. But at the same time, you have to be able to stand out. There are more than 1.6 million charities registered just in the U.S., and the rate of number of charities being registered has increased dramatically in the past decade, and it's going to continue to increase as more people meet the unmet needs of the people in the long tail of the nonprofit sector. A way to stand out is going to be through innovation. Being innovative and incorporating into your daily work is going to be key for a future worker. It will create new opportunities to help others, to raise funds, to solve issues in the nonprofit sector, both big and small. Without innovation in the future, we are going to end up being stagnant, and we're not going to be prepared for future issues we haven't considered or can't imagine. That it can include transparency. Transparency is a way to be more innovative currently, and in the future it's going to be a necessity. Knowing how to be transparent is important in everything you do, just like in business, because more people are interested in what you're doing, the people you serve, the people who regulate you, and the people who give you donations. Now, communication has always been important, but it's going to be ever more so important because it's your ability to get somebody to call to action, to spread your charity's message, to work with your legislators, to be able to share information in a quick way is going to be a skill set that's necessary. Now, real-time communication, such as people needing information immediately, has grown recently and is going to be a regular occurrence in the future. Technology can and will be a primary means to do just that. Pushing information into the hands of your customers, your nonprofit clients, people you're educating as quickly as possible is important. And being able to do that through multiple technologies is going to be a key skill as well. integrating new technologies into every facet of work, whether it's how you store information, how you retrieve it, how it's embedded in us. Technologies will and can increase efficiencies if we're prepared to use them. Now, at the same time, there's going to be convergence of all the information that's coming online or being used. The open data coming online, the ability to search, store, and retrieve, to mine it, to mash it up into new and useful results. You'll need to keep aware that this will happen exponentially, according to futurists such as Ray Kurzweil, who also talked about the singularity. That's where there'll be a time when computers can work as fast as people, and they'll be able to make informed split-second decisions, and it'll be not discernible between human decisions and interactions. And until that time, we need to be able to do it ourselves and be prepared for it. Now, at the same time, you need to be able to reflect throughout your work. You need to go a little bit deeper than just reflecting as well. This allows you to understand what you're doing, both right and wrong, and keeping your goals and objectives on target. It's increasingly more important, and efficiencies are increasing rapidly to be able to do this. At the same time, you need to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You need to take a moment to celebrate your accomplishments. A nonprofit worker needs to charge their batteries for the next objectives and goals in the future. The future nonprofit worker needs to know their work matters and has a direct impact on the quality of life of many, and that's not going to change from current times to the many future times. Now, you need to be able to look everywhere. In the future, nonprofit workers will need to know how to find donors in unusual places, need to know how to think globally, act strategically, use new resources, communicate, stand out from others, and collaborate to be successful for their agency, for their cause, and for others that they help.